Warning: the following program contains scenes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Are you ready now? I got you freaking out. Say you're ready now. I'm not gonna say it again. Who said a man can take a stand? He's got a plan, he's got a right. He'll fight to win, he won't give in. He'll watch the signs or pay the price. You sold your pride, you pay the price. Know that it got you every time. Still I wanna know, are you ready for war? 'Cause it's coming around, my man. Are you ready once more? I am not gonna say it again. This is one thing you should know, so you better get it through your head. Are you ready for war? 'Cause it's coming around, my man. No, I'm not gonna say it again. No, I'm not gonna say it again.
The Elite 8 tournament happens tonight. We've got Tyler Colton here. How do you feel about your chances in tonight's match?
I feel great about my chances. I feel wonderful about them. You know what this tournament is? This is my chance to elevate myself from, admittedly, the mid-card to the very, very top. Title matches, big names, everything that I have coming to me, everything that I deserve. It starts tonight, it starts right here with the Elite 8 tournament.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton.
Welcome everyone to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro ringside, joined once again by Kevin Cannon. And Kevin, very special ring announcer this week, Mr. Beefy Goodness, Vance Nevada.
Yeah, he retired from in-ring action last year sometime, but he still likes to come out and say hi to the boys and help out a little, you know, do a little ring announcing, get him in there, get his face on TV. And a little bit of trivia for you here, Dave. Last time CWE was in Souris, do you know who Vance Nevada's opponent was?
I don't know.
It was none other than myself, Kevin Cannon, but it was a tag match. Do you want to know who the partners were?
Who was it?
Well, Vance Nevada's partner was AJ Sanchez.
Yeah.
And Kevin Cannon, my partner, was Tito Santana.
Tito Santana!
Yeah, me and him go way back. I gave him the whole idea for the El Matador gimmick. He owes me one, right?
So Mr. Beefy Goodness teamed up with Tito Santana?
No, I teamed up with
You
Tito
teamed up with Tito
Santana.
Santana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm all confused.
Yeah, Strike Force 2.0. It was bad.
Unbelievable. Tyler Colton, the blue-eyed idol, in the ring, and we're about to meet his opponent.
I'm here with another one of the Elite 8 contenders for tonight. This is Anthony Wayne. What are you thinking when you're going into tonight's match?
Well, darling, what does elite mean? It means going to the top of the ladder. It means the rung that doesn't have another one above it. And Tyler Colton, he's pretty far up there, but I tell you what, I'm 5'3" tall. I weigh 145 pounds if I had a big dinner and I've got my boots on. So big, medium, bigger than that doesn't matter. Because if you think I haven't been dealing with bullies like you my entire life, you're making a mistake. And with the Elite 8 tournament on the line, you can count on me dealing with another one, because this means something to me. I've got what it takes in here. You got the size, but I got the heart. So let's get in there and go, big man. Let's see what you got. Let's see what happens. I'm taking this thing home.
We saw him here last week against AJ Sanchez, puts in an honest effort, and he's just got that feel about him. He's very, very down-to-earth, rugged, old school. I wouldn't compare him to Rex Roberts in that kind of way. Rex Roberts got a little more of a mean streak to him. But Anthony Wayne definitely is a guy who, rolls up his sleeves and gets his hands dirty quite often.
And as you can see on your television screen, the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton, he probably has a foot on Anthony Wayne. Tyler Colton, well over 6 feet tall, and of course in impressive shape. Training with the Superstars down in Texas earlier in the year, and of course formerly one half of M-Max, the great tag team, the ex-tag team champions with Mentallo. 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. We're off and running on CWE Wrestling, coast to coast, border to border. And Kevin Cannon, you're going to be involved a little bit later on in tonight's main event.
Oh yeah, myself and the Rebel Bobby Collins, the Cannon Cartel, we're getting a tag team fellowship. We're going to be the champs at the end of the night. I cannot wait. I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus on these matches here.
You know what? I don't know. You're hard enough to deal with right now. I can't imagine what you'd be dealing with if you were wearing tag team gold around your waist.
Tell you what, Dave, I'll bring it to the announce table. I'll let you shine it up. Look at yourself as if
Will I get to hold the belt?
No, I don't know if I go that far. I'll hold it. You can look at it while I hold it. Oh, and Anthony Wayne, speaking of holding things, Anthony Wayne's holding on to his own here.
He had to reach up to give a couple of shots to the noggin of Tyler Colton. But listen to the fans. They are right behind impressive Anthony Wayne. All 5'3" of them as he takes it to Tyler Colton in our opening contest right here on CWE Wrestling. Now, Kevin Cannon, you were involved last week at Rookie's Sports Bar. Another tremendous crowd turned out at the Central Hotel in Transcona. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
That was the CWE's first ever lethal lottery, and man, was it a blast. I got drawn first, very first match I was out there, and then I drew referee right here, Michael Draven, the referee in the ring. I drew his name, and they wouldn't let me wrestle him. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was
You can't put your hands on a referee.
Well, that's so I've been told. I was debating whether.
So wait a minute. So does Michael Draven? Does he wear the referee shirt all the time? So you can't put your hands on him anywhere, like on the street or in the back alley or anything?
No, at the breakfast buffet.
Nothing.
Nowhere. Exactly. Yeah, you can't touch the guy. You get fined if you get caught even holding his collar for anything.
1, 2, oh!
Oh, Tyler Colton could end this one in a hurry.
Another tremendous crowd on hand to watch CWE Wrestling, and we're going to be all around Manitoba in the month of July, starting on July 22nd in Burden. That's a Tuesday night. Wednesday, July 23rd in Surdis. Thursday, July 24th in Morden, and then we return to the Holy Cross Gymnasium Friday night, July 25th with another big show. July 26th, Saturday night in Selkirk. And then finally, the tour wrapping up with the Mighty Midgets, July the 27th in Beausejour, Manitoba. Tyler Colton, I thought he almost had him there and thought I was going to be caught flat-footed a little bit when this one. Tyler Colton, one-on-one with impressive Anthony Wayne. And look at Tyler Colton now, basically bending the rules, breaking the rules, but the referee's got 5 count to break that up. And now jawing with the tremendous ringside audience right here in a CWE arena. And look at Anthony Wayne. He's looking like he's a bit on rubber leg streak.
Oh, he still managed to have a little pepper in those shots, though.
Couple of little jabs. Oh, met with a big elbow by the blue-eyed idol himself, Tyler Colton. I still can't get over you and the Rebel Bobby Collins receiving a tag team championship shot a little later on in today's broadcast.
I got friends in high places. It pays to know people.
We're also going to see Mr. Incredible going one-on-one with the first All-Star, Brian Rich. And of course, we've got other great matches for you a little bit later on. Ricky Starks will go one-on-one with Tyler Colton's former tag team partner, Mentallo, and that's coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, Mentallo is one of the greatest wrestlers in North America. I don't think that's a big secret. I think everybody knows how well endowed Mentallo is in the performance department.
Front face lock right now. The blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton, on impressive Anthony Wayne. 143 pounds of Anthony Wayne, and
that is impressive.
It was, and I don't want to point out the obvious, but when he was speaking to Vicky Shea in the locker room, I think Vicky Shea's got a couple inches on Anthony Wayne.
That works out okay for Anthony Wayne. His eye level's right about her chest level. That works out kind of well.
I'm not going to comment on that at all. I'm not going to comment at all, but I sometimes wish there was a little bit more Vicky Shea on the broadcast and a little less Tyler Colton.
Well, speaking of Tyler Colton, look at the evolution he's had over the past few years since joining the CWE. He trained in the CWE camp, CWE Academy, is a graduate of it, a student of Mentallo's, and even just looking at his physical size, you know, like he's been getting into better shape. He's been learning more wrestling technique. He's been just taking an attitude to himself and giving himself that personality and that desire to cut some throats and get things done. I'm predicting big things for Tyler Colton in the future. And keep in mind, he's the youngest man on the CWE roster. He's got a lot of years ahead of him.
I did not know that he was the youngest man on the roster, but I've only been involved in the television broadcast for the last 18 months or so right here in the CWE, and I have watched the evolution of the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton. He was a bit of a student to Mentallo, and now embarking on a solo career, and I think this might be all she wrote. No!
Whoa!
Anthony Wayne, big boot to the head, and Anthony Wayne on the second rope, shoulder block,
wow!
And he knocks over the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton, and listen to this crowd. They are firmly behind impressive Anthony Wayne, and how can he now take advantage of this? A couple of left hands, a right forearm off the ropes. Oh my! Met with a big boot by the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton.
Took his block off with that one.
Oh man, almost decapitated the man. And I think Tyler Colton now moving in for the kill. Up.
He smells blood.
Down.
Oh, I think he just went from 5-3 to 5-1 on that.
1, 2, 3. Your winner in our opening contest. And now moving on in the Elite 8 tournament, the blue-eyed idol, Tyler Colton, impressive in our opening contest right here this week on CWE Wrestling.
As you can see on your screen there, the bracket's starting to fill in already. Some of the guys moving on to the next round. Tyler Colton had a nice, easy one here today, but next round he's going to have it a lot tougher. The competition just gets harder and harder as it goes along.
It certainly does. We will see who proceeds to be the elite of Canada's Wrestling Elite in the weeks to come. More CWE Wrestling when we return.
I go to Muscles by Myers because I trust them.
The staff is phenomenal. You come in, they're always positive, they're always happy to see you.
I walked in there not knowing a thing about supplements, and the staff there showed me everything I need to know.
I lost about 40 pounds and then put on about 10 pounds of muscle.
I've gotten stronger, I have more energy.
I go to Muscles by Myers because they offer great advice, competitive pricing, and they care about helping you achieve your goals.
If I can do it, you can do it.
This summer, Canadian Wrestling's Elite presents the Little People Big World Tour, featuring dates July 22nd in Verdun, Manitoba, July 23rd in Souris, Manitoba, July 24th, Morden, Manitoba, July 25th in Winnipeg, Manitoba, July 26th, Selkirk, Manitoba, and wrapping up July 27th in BEAUSEJOUR, Manitoba. Don't miss the Little People Big World Tour.
I'm here with Mentallo, yet another contender for the Elite 8 tournament. What are your thoughts going into tonight's match?
Well, tonight I've got Ricky Starks in the opener, and after that, after I defeat Ricky Starks, I'm moving on to the second round, and I'm focused on the finals. That's my goal. But my ultimate goal is to come after you, Heavy Metal. You're the heavyweight champion of CWE, and that's where I want to be. So I'm going to use this tournament to propel me even further as the king of CWE.
Have you ever thought about becoming a professional wrestler? What about working behind the scenes in professional wrestling? Well, now's your chance. The CWE Elite Wrestling Academy is now accepting students. Learn from the best the Canadian Wrestling's Elite has to offer by signing up today. Our trainers have traveled the world from Canada and the US all the way to Mexico and Japan, been featured on TV and pay-per-view all across the world. All you have to do is send an email to info@cwecanada.ca to get the ball rolling. Make your dreams come true and contact Canadian Wrestling's Elite today.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro ringside, joined once again by Kevin Cannon. And Kevin, coming up in our main event, you have a chance to win Tag Team Championship Gold as you team with the Rebel Bobby Collins and you take on the Saints of Los Angeles.
I'd call it more than a chance. I'd call it almost a guarantee. These guys have held on to the Tag Team Gold way too long. They've had too many lucky breaks. Tonight their luck is coming to an end.
Another great Elite 8 tournament matchup. You see him headed towards the ring. This is my first look at Absolute Ricky Starks. He's going one-on-one with a man we heard words from just a few moments ago, MENTALLO.
Yeah, the thing that might happen here too in this tournament, what happens if MENTALLO and Tyler Colton cross paths? We haven't really seen one way or another what happened with the dissolvement of their unit as a tag team. You know, Tyler Colton went down to Texas for a little while. He came back. MENTALLO was injured. Then MENTALLO went away for a while. And then they just kind of went their separate ways. There was no real dissension. There was no real definite end or anything like that. They just kind of parted ways. And I don't know if they're on good terms, if they're on bad terms, if they speak still. If not, I haven't really seen them interact backstage. I really don't know what to expect.
Yeah, they seem to keep to themselves in the locker room area. As I was preparing for today's broadcast, MENTALLO was in one corner and the blue-eyed idol Tyler Colton was in the other one. And before, they used to be really tight.
Oh yeah, you'd see them go for dinner together. Yep. You'd see them at the after party at Club St. B together. And now nothing. I'm not too sure what's going on.
MENTALLO has his sights firmly set on winning this tournament, but as you heard, he really wants a shot at our CWE champion heavy metal.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, he's a former champion in his own right, so it's not outside the realm of possibility for him to climb that mountain once again and get that gold back around his waist.
One fall, 45-minute time limit. The man of mystery, MENTALLO, he goes one-on-one with Absolute Ricky Starks. Kevin, what do you know about Ricky Starks?
I know Ricky Starks is a young guy. I know Ricky Starks is a hungry guy. And I know Ricky Starks is just in an incredible shape. Yeah. I'm not too sure how many matches he's got under his belt. I think he's only a few years into the wrestling business. But from what I've seen, what little I've seen of this young man, he's made it pretty far and he's done a lot of things.
Seems a little cocky.
He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, yeah, definitely, but sometimes that comes with the territory.
Well, that's true, but do you want to bring that cockiness into a match with a man with the accomplishments and the worldwide accolades as MENTALLO?
I don't know, maybe Ricky Starks hasn't done his homework. Maybe he doesn't know exactly what he's got in store for him against a match against MENTALLO here.
I think you'd have to really do some scouting on your opponent to be involved in the Elite 8 tournament as Ricky Starks and MENTALLO are, but when you sign a contract, you've got to look up your opponent's history. I mean, MENTALLO, this guy's accomplishments are huge.
Yeah, all of CWE's archive matches are on YouTube. You can go back and you look at them all. You can see MENTALLO in there with everybody, a who's who of professional wrestling. He's been in the ring with a lot of guys, a lot of names. You can see his style, you can see how he reacts to certain moves, you can see everything there is to know about him. And it looks like Ricky Starks not doing too badly here. He's kind of working over the arm of MENTALLO to start things off.
As I mentioned a little bit early on in the broadcast, the CWE returned to Rookie's Sports Bar Lethal Lottery a couple of weeks back, and they have announced a return date back at Rookie's Sports Bar in the Central Hotel in Transcona. August the 22nd, another huge show.
Oh yeah, it'll be the dog days of summer. Yeah. The boys from the CWE will be down there. We'll be bringing the heat even more.
Absolutely. If you have not taken in a show at Rookie Sports Bar, you are missing something because absolutely jam-packed in there. The fans have a great time, and the Lethal Lottery was just off the chain.
Oh my God. Did you see Pimp Daddy Rick Matthews and Kevy Chevy tore the place apart? There was glass breaking, tables being smashed, you name it, pool balls being whacked over each other's heads. I couldn't believe it.
Impressive performances by hotshot Danny Duggan. Yourself, Kevin Cannon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, Corey Kincaid, what a great host he was.
Yeah, definitely.
And the return to Transcona, at least at Rookie Sports Bar, to beautiful Bobby J.
Oh yeah, beautiful Bobby J with that that bag of adult toys, shall we call them, that he brought into the ring against Moses Luke.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure I would.
You don't see that? Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to mention that kind of stuff on our television broadcast. Yeah. Mentallo now. Oh, taking over the top. Ricky Starks missing with a wild swing there, and here comes Mentallo back in the ring off the ropes. Oh, look at that head scissor takeover. Mentallo now electrifying the audience, chopping down Ricky Starks, chops him again. And Mentallo now in control, grabs that leg of Ricky Starks. Look at Ricky Starks flailing away, and then a leg takeover.
Leg drag
takeover. That's the word I was searching for. Mentallo now in firm control. Is he signaling for the figure 4 leg lock? There he goes. He's trying to get on.
Fluid Mentallo is with his movement. No wasted movement.
None at all. And he's unable to lock his right leg over Ricky Starks, but he is still applying an incredible amount of pain to Ricky Starks. And Ricky Starks, basically the only thing he can do is grab the ropes and get a break.
Yeah, that's enough to make you want to take some weight off your leg anyway.
Mentallo, if he was able to hook that in properly, he would have for sure ensured a victory in the Elite 8 tournament in this matchup. Now Mentallo with a right arm shiver, right forearm to the side of the head of absolute Ricky Starks. And now off the ropes. Oh, Ricky Starks basically takes Mentallo over and drops him throat first over the top rope.
Guillotine, cutting your head off.
Yeah, he's shaking out a little bit. Oh, ill-advised move for a stomp with your weakened leg after the figure 4 leg lock.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's just running on instinct, though. Did I tell you, Dave Petro, 3 weeks ago, we saw Mentallo here in action against Blake Broadway one-on-one. Afterwards, in the locker room, I saw Mentallo take his mask off.
What?
You want to know what I looked like? You want to know what I saw? What he looked like underneath?
What did you see?
Another mask!
Oh, my word.
Second mask underneath the first mask.
I tell you what, I've been around professional wrestling for such a long time, I have no idea what that man looks like.
I don't think he's ever without a mask. I think it's almost like mask underwear. He has another mask under the mask. Like mask underwear. I don't know what you would call that, but he is never without that mask.
One time he left his passport out in the locker room area. I flipped it open. The picture of the passport, the guy had a mask on.
Wow. How does he travel? And he's a well-traveled man, too.
I don't know.
He's got quite the stamped-up passport.
I can't barely get across the border without a mask. And how does Mentallo do it? And he's traveled the world.
Well, he is a little more famous than you, Dave. You got to give him that.
And I do, too. The tremendous accomplishments. And now, look at absolute Ricky Starks. What was that? Oh, a bit of a psych out?
Yeah, I think he was just psyching him out there. I think he kind of thought Mentallo was going to move, so he moved, and the two of them kind of...
A little love tap on the side of the cheek. Now, basically, front face lock, body scissors over. Unorthodox maneuver by absolute Ricky Starks. This is my first look at him, Kevin Cannon. And what an opponent for him to debut in the CWE against the world-traveled Mentallo.
Yeah, when you show up to CWE and you draw Mentallo as your first opponent, the luck is not on your side. The stars are not lined up for you. You've got the toughest guy there is to defeat in CWE, I would say, with very few exceptions that you could argue that.
Absolutely. Ricky Starks still looks like he is struggling a little bit. The effects of that figure 4 leg lock might be a jammed knee a little bit, but now seems to have gotten back. What was that?
His handkerchief. I believe he threw his handkerchief in the air, dropped down on Mentallo, and caught his handkerchief with the other hand.
You know, there's a lot of times around I criticize a guy like ATM for some real show, but what is he doing? Is that rubbing that dirty handkerchief in the face of Mentallo?
I think he might have had some mucus on there. I think he gave himself a little bit of a honk on there. And then
we've seen guys like ATM with their ascots and their scarves and their foo-foo dress, and that kind of gets under my skin, but I tell you what, we're only about 5 minutes into this match, and absolute Ricky Starks is basically getting under my skin in a big way.
Yeah, it's definitely a little unorthodox for him to be bringing a handkerchief and giving his nose a wipe in the middle of a match, but each their own.
When you turn out in droves to watch the CWE like our audience tonight, make sure you let Ricky Starks know you don't appreciate some of those tactics, and I don't think Mentallo does either. Mentallo up to the second rope, comes down crossbody block, and Ricky Starks shakes him off. Oh, side kick. And look at Mentallo now, off the ropes. Drop kick!
Wow!
Whoa, I didn't see that one coming. 1, 2. Just the 2 count on Mentallo. Did hook the leg, so I think he sensed a bit of victory there.
Yeah, it takes a little more than that to put a guy like Mentallo away.
Yeah, you don't basically sit there thinking of your next maneuver. You got to stay on a guy like Mentallo in order to ensure victory here over a guy well-traveled, well-schooled in the championship accomplishments as Mentallo. And Ricky Starks now, a couple of elbows to the side of the shoulders, wearing his opponent down, and now props him back up with a double front face lock, double arm face lock on the man of mystery, Mentallo.
Yeah, before we get too far into this match, just want to point out this match brought to you by the Club St. B.
Oh!
All of the Winnipeg show at the Holy St. Cross, our after parties are there. Come there, meet the stars of the CWE, shake their hand, buy them a drink, say congratulations, take your picture with them, whatever you want. They'll all be there after, cutting up a rug, dancing, you name it.
I tell you what, the last couple of after parties at Club St. B, I'm getting phone calls at 4 o'clock in the morning saying, hey, you need to come help out clean up some of this mess these guys left behind.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I'm just a TV guy.
Yeah, I know the last one, Chris Masters and I, we sat at our own table, we drank our water, we left early, we got to the hotel, had a good night's rest. There's no shenanigans from the two of us.
No, you guys have a tough schedule. A guy like Chris Masters and, well, I guess I'll put you in that category.
Oh, I'm a busy guy.
Highly disciplined athlete, and perhaps might be wearing tag team championship gold, but by the time this broadcast is over tonight, you've got one heck of an opportunity as you team with the Rebel Bobby Collins taking on the Saints of Los Angeles.
I tell you what, when we pop the corks on that champagne, I'll make sure you get a glass.
I did see a little box chilling with some glasses, and it looked like it came from the MLCC in the corner of the locker room area.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll take that to a licensed area though. You know, we're not gonna blow anybody's liquor license here and bring it along.
Oh, big elbow, Mentallo on absolute Ricky Starks. Clothesline. Ricky Starks down, he's back to his feet, he comes back at Mentallo. Mentallo chops him down, and now Mentallo off the ropes. Oh, we've seen that before. Double drop kick leg, boom, 2. Just the 2 counts.
And that's all part of the psychic game of Mentallo. He throws throws a clothesline, you're expecting another one, takes your ankles out.
He's up, he's up, he's down.
Very thinking man's way of wrestling.
Big chop, another big chop. Mentallo on absolute Ricky Starks. Shoots him into the turnbuckles. Comes up. Oh, nice. Boot to the side of the head.
Yeah, it was right across his chin. Oh.
Yeah, and then across, just glazed him the top. Just got enough of him to daze Ricky Starks. 1, 2. Oh! We've seen Mentallo pin many opponents with that maneuver before.
Exactly, puts all his weight on their shoulders by doing that handstand.
Absolutely, makes it almost impossible to kick out, but absolute Ricky Starks did kick out of that. What a tremendous matchup in our Elite 8 tournament. I've never seen Ricky Starks before, and he is holding his own well up until this point against Mentallo, and we've seen this. Now Mentallo, is he going up to the top? No, off to the second.
Oh,
Ricky Starks able to get his knees up. Oh, my!
Big drop.
Here, this could be an upset. 1, 2. Oh, Mentallo able to kick out at 2.5. Stunned a little bit by what I call a rocket dropper, or a famouser, if you will.
Depends on what generation you're from, I guess.
Rocket dropper, my generation.
Definitely, and we can count on one hand, I bet, the amount of times in CWE's 5.5-year history that we've seen Mentallo get pinned. It takes a lot to put him away. I don't know if Ricky Starks might be able to do it here.
2.
This could be it.
Yeah, no. But Ricky Starks starting to show a little bit of frustration. I tell you what, you need to just keep at an opponent with the resume, if you will, of a guy like Mentallo. What a matchup. This is the kind of action you can see when the CWE comes to your town. Go to cwecanada.ca for a complete list of dates when we are traveling throughout Manitoba. We're going to see no, we're not. I thought it was maybe a pile driver reversed by Mentallo. Mentallo around, chops him down once again, and Mentallo now basically grabbing his breath, and he's saying that's it. Kick to the side of the head. More annoyed than anything. 1, 2, 3. He got him!
Over.
He got him!
Oh, I think he's knocked unconscious from that kick to the side of the head.
Wow.
That was deadly.
Absolutely Mentallo, the zombie hunter, basically putting absolute Ricky Starks into La La Land. Mentallo now moves on in the Elite 8 tournament. As you can see, the brackets on your screen right now. The zombie hunter, Mentallo. More CWE Wrestling when we return.
This summer, Canadian Wrestling's Elite presents the Little People Big World Tour, featuring dates July 22nd in Verdun, Manitoba, July 23rd in Souris, Manitoba, July 24th, Morden, Manitoba, July 25th in Winnipeg, Manitoba, July 26th, Selkirk, Manitoba, and wrapping up July 27th in BEAUSEJOUR, Manitoba. Don't miss the Little People Big World Tour.
Hey, I'm backstage interviewing guys for the Elite 8 tournament tonight. I've got Mr. Incredible here. Come over here.
Oh, girl. Looky here.
Hi, how are you today?
I am perfect.
Excellent.
Matter of fact, I'm incredible.
Fitting. All right, how do you feel about tonight's match?
Tonight's match? I had to run over somebody. Because that's what I do. See, y'all thought that MAM was done. But the problem was, I'm the creator. I am the man, the mind behind it all. Just one of us is gone. But the enforcer is still here. Holla.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1.
Wrestling fans, when in Gladstone, stay at the beautiful and historical Gladstone Hotel, a proud sponsor of the CWE.
Transcona, quiet, peaceful, neighborly, until the CWE shows up. At Rookie's Bar, when CWE invades, the hits are a little harder, the moves are a little bit bigger, and everything is a lot more adult. Don't miss CWE Lethal Lottery Friday, June 20th at Rookie's Bar and Grill in the heart of Transcona.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling at Dave Petrol ringside with Kevin Cannon, and the Elite 8 tournament continues. You see that man on your screen, one half of MAN, the bigger half, Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, his brother Blake Broadway on an indefinite leave of absence here.
What is that all about? Incarceration?
I'm not too sure. I don't know if I would jump to that conclusion necessarily, but it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility. But Mr. Incredible insisting there in his interview with Vicky Shea that he's the mind behind it all. He's the creator, the originator, the man that started MAN, and he's the man that's going to keep it going. And who am I to argue with him?
I'm not going to argue with...
Look at the size of this beast.
Oh, no.
Just a monster.
Even Vance Nevada looks in awe of the big man. We're talking about Mr. Incredible. He is going one-on-one in this Elite 8 tournament matchup against the first All-Star, Brian Rich.
Yeah, I'm big on acronyms. You know, first All-Star, that's a lot to spin out. I prefer FAS, first All-Star Brian Rich. That just kind of rolls off the tongue.
I think your FA means something different, Kevin Cannon.
No, FAS, first All-Star Brian Rich. I don't know. There's no intent there. It's just, you know, I'm just abbreviating it up for him. You know, all these guys. MAN, that's an acronym. Why not, you know, FAS?
Very impressive individual. The first All-Star, Brian Rich. And Mr. Incredible certainly has his work cut out for him this week, as he had some strong words before this tournament. And I have talked to him one-on-one, and he's a man of very few words, and he is taking this tournament very, very seriously, as is Brian Rich, because we've seen some real excitement in the last 2 weeks from the first All-Star, Brian Rich.
Yeah, he definitely wins a lot of people's votes as far as most improved in the CWE goes. He's come a long way in the time that he's been here. And whoa, he's going a lot further to that.
Has the bell even rung?
It was like he was hiking up his knapsack and throwing it over his shoulder.
That was like a spatula throwing a pancake down. Oh my!
Oh, did you see the elevation on that back suplex?
Brian Rich doesn't know what hit him. And look at Mr. Incredible like a rabid dog in the corner. He is waiting for Brian Rich to get up. What is that? Oh my! The Black Hammer!
Off the ropes and oh my! That is decapitation.
Kevin Cannon, I've never seen a clothesline like that. 1, 2, 3, and it is over.
Wow, just as quickly as it started. We have to see an instant replay on this, Dave Petro. That was, I couldn't even call the action that went by so quick.
I'm looking at the timekeeper. I don't even think he started the stopwatch on this one. Let's go to the instant replay. Look at the destruction first. This huge suplex.
His feet hit the roof.
Yeah, and look at the back of the head, the neck. Look at the neck snap back of Brian Rich. And Mr. Incredible gets back to his feet. And then we will see this now. He delivers the Black Hammer. Look at this.
Oh, my God. Right midair.
Oh,
and
what
like a crash test dummy
impact.
from an 80s seatbelt commercial.
And Kevin
Just
Cannon,
whiplash.
He wasn't done with Brian Rich. We're going to see this clothesline once again. Look at the velocity. Oh,
wow.
my.
Just folded him in half like a launch. I got to see that again.
Let's look at this one more time.
Just for me.
Oh, my. What a clothesline.
This man, he is my new prediction for the man to go to the finals against Bobby Collins.
Good grief is all I can say. Kevin Cannon, Mr. Incredible,
Mr. Incredible
advancing into the tournament.
Very easy qualifying round for him.
Still to come. Kevin Cannon, you've got a match to get ready for.
I'll see you later.
Bobby Collins, Kevin Cannon take on the Saints of Los Angeles in our television main event, and that's coming up next.
Give your body the edge in one click with musclesbymyers.com. We have sports supplements, vitamins and minerals for all lifestyles and levels of fitness. And call or email for free one-on-one guidance. Smart buyers shop at Myers and musclesbymyers.com.
This summer, Canadian Wrestling's Elite presents the Little People Big World Tour, featuring dates July 22nd in Verdun, Manitoba. July 23rd in Souris, Manitoba. July 24th, Morden, Manitoba. July 25th in Winnipeg, Manitoba. July 26th, Selkirk, Manitoba. And wrapping up July 27th in BEAUSEJOUR, Manitoba. Don't miss the Little People Big World Tour.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. This is our television main event. The CWE Tag Team Championship on the line. In the ring, the mastermind, my tag team partner in the broadcast booth, Kevin Cannon. Tonight, he teams up in the ring with his protege, the Rebel, Bobby Collins, and they are taking on the CWE Tag Team Champion, Saints of Los Angeles, in this very special television matchup. Title defense, you see TLC, Tommy Lee Curtis, and Nate Hardy making their way to the ring. One fall, 60-minute time limit for all the gold. TLC, Nate Hardy, the Saints of Los Angeles. Very impressive championship reign so far in the CWE. And these are the guys that control the destiny of the tag team division. And you will see these guys in action when the CWE rolls through your town, starting with the big tour July the 22nd. Tuesday night, Verdun, Manitoba. We continue on Wednesday, July 23rd in Souris. July 24th, Thursday night, the CWE makes its return to Morden at the Access Event Center. Holy Cross Gymnasium, July the 25th, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The CWE returns. And then Saturday night, a big show out in Selkirk. That's July 26th. And the tour with the Mighty Midgets wraps up Sunday, July 27th in Beausejour, Manitoba. Information on these and all the great CWE events, of course, on our website, cwecanada.ca. Kevin Cannon starting off the matchup with Nate Hardy. It looks like he's maybe a little reluctant to lock up with one half of the tag team champions. Nate Hardy, Tommy Lee Curtis talking over a little bit of strategy. Tommy Lee Curtis a little clean shaven this week. The man usually sports the beard, if you will. Nate Hardy, Tommy Lee Curtis, these guys have defended the CWE Championship all over Canada, all throughout Manitoba, and from what I understand, oh, look at this! Nate Hardy taking out the Rebel Bobby Collins and Kevin Cannon. This match underway. Look at Tommy Lee Curtis sporting some spiffy new ring attire. And here he comes! Whoa! He must have flew 15 feet in the air. Human cannonball, if you will. Tommy Lee Curtis, Nate Hardy now tossing Kevin Cannon back into the ring. And now the match spilling back into the ring and Nate Hardy taking over on the mastermind, Kevin Cannon. 1, 2, Kevin Cannon able to kick out. I think he's still stunned by that high flying maneuver by Tommy Lee Curtis, who makes the tag. And now a little tag team, double team, if you will. Kevin Cannon off. And look at Nate Hardy. Oh my! That'll rearrange the facial features of Kevin Cannon. And Tommy Lee Curtis now with the front face lock on the man who basically has made a name for himself in this territory as a manager of some top flight talent, Kevin Cannon, but is not afraid to mix it up in the ring when duty calls. And he is now on the receiving end of a couple of forearms to the side of the head from Nate Hardy. Kevin Cannon, he needs to make the tag to the man who probably is well known in the territory all throughout southern Manitoba, the Rebel Bobby Collins, and now under the spell, if you will, of Kevin Cannon. One fall, 60-minute time limit. Oh, Kevin Cannon now basically getting the kick and now goes over to make the tag. The Rebel Bobby Collins now takes over on Nate Hardy. The Rebel Bobby Collins, this guy has fought on both sides of the law. Tremendously popular only a few months ago right here through CWE, and then basically turned his back on his fans, turned his back on his family, turned his back on all the great... Oh, look at that! That is absolutely disgusting! He spit at Tommy Lee Curtis, and the referee now with his attention on Tommy Lee Curtis to let some nefarious double team action go on. The referee trying to control this action, but that was absolutely disgusting, and I didn't see a tag made, and Kevin Cannon is back in this ring in the matchup now. Nate Hardy, oh! What a thrust to the throat of Nate Hardy. Headbutt. And now pin, hooks the leg, 2. Nate Hardy able to kick out at the count of 2. Nate Hardy, Tommy Lee Curtis, tremendously popular and all over the CWE, as I was mentioning before, and have taken the Tag Team Championship division at the CWE to new heights with their high-flying and exciting action. And who could forget some of the tag team matches we've seen with MAN, talking about with the Big Sexy Beast, with M-Max, and also the SOA. The tag team division here in the CWE is absolutely top-notch. I have not seen competition like that right here in the CWE, or in any wrestling promotion for that matter, like I have seen as of late right here in the CWE. The Rebel Bobby Collins now taking it to Nate Hardy. As I mentioned, Tag Team Championship gold on the line. Bobby Collins makes the tag to Kevin Cannon, and now holding him as Kevin Cannon delivers a stiff kick right to the ribs of Nate Hardy. Twists the arm, comes back, suplex down, 1, 2, Nate Hardy able to kick out. Kevin Cannon makes a quick tag. Good teamwork by the Rebel and Kevin Cannon. Keep each man fresh as they wear down Nate Hardy and keeping basically the ring cut in half. So Nate Hardy is unable to tag Tommy Lee Curtis, and I got to give credit where credit is due. That is some great tag team strategy. Off the ropes, duck under the clothesline. Oh, but he didn't duck under that one. Oh man, even Bobby Collins a little bit stunned by that one. I don't think he was expecting Nate Hardy to come off the ropes so hard. Nate Hardy needs to make a tag, but it looks like Bobby Collins might be the first one to tag his tag team partner, and he does. Here comes Kevin Cannon. Oh, and here comes Tommy Lee Curtis. Clothesline. Oh, big boot to the Rebel Bobby Collins. And now Tommy Lee Curtis now takes Kevin Cannon off the ropes. We've seen this before. Oh my! What a stunner! Oh, but Bobby Collins in to basically save his mentor, his manager, Kevin Cannon. And now this referee has basically got all four men in the ring, and he is counting. Look at this. Oh, but Nate Hardy now with Kevin Cannon in the corner. And Tommy Lee Curtis, a rip, a do-si-do. Oh! Nate Hardy just drilled Bobby Collins with a drop kick. Kevin Cannon now coming to the attack, and a double super kick. 1, 2, 3. He got him! Tommy Lee Curtis with the pinfall on Kevin Cannon. A successful title defense. Your champions, the Saints of Los Angeles, your winners here against the team of the Rebel Bobby Collins and Kevin Cannon. On behalf of Vicky Shea and my broadcast colleague Kevin Cannon, Dave Petro saying good night from CWE Wrestling.